Before we start talking about the Ti-RANT, would you like to have an introduction about your hair?
I love it. I want to see if I got Rambo hair yet. I want to see.
Dude, you passed Rambo hair months ago.
He had but Rambo went and got his hair cut. See, that whole haircut thing.
Is it a mullet?
No, because there's no party in the front. It has to be party in the front, or business in the front, party in the back. There's plenty of party in the back. Maybe it's not a mullet, because it's too small in the front.
Okay, let's talk about the Ti-RANT.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Is this the skinny?
That was the skinny on the hair. Hey guys, this is a skinny with Mike Mers. We're going to go over the Ti-RANT today. I wanted to show you. Just wanted to show you it does fit in the multicam pouch. We talked about it in the past. This is definitely the upgrade pouch, but it does fit. Ti-RANT is all new from us. I want to show you some things about it. We'll start with size and weight. It having a titanium tube, which of course is very important, allows it to be a little taller, and this is just barely, hardly noticeable in length. So it's a little taller than an Evo, but when you look at the size, diameter-wise, they are different. This is 1 3/8 inches. The Ti-RANT is 1 3/8 inches, whereas the Evolution is 1 1/4 inches. And that makes a big difference in mass and volume of the silencer. That obviously helps it be quieter. I wanted to show you. Evo's should be right at 1 1/4 inches. And then Ti-RANT, where the threads are the larger diameter, but they step down here, and that's for weight savings. And being a titanium tube, it can be reduced in diameter, but still not reduced in strength. So, given the fact that the Ti-RANT is a little taller and larger in diameter, it's pretty amazing that it's actually 0.2 ounces lighter than an Evolution, especially considering Evolution's a lightweight silencer already. So when you take those things into consideration, definitely titanium, using it to our advantage to make it a lighter silencer. And of course a lighter silencer is going to function better on a handgun, more enjoyable to shoot because there's not a lot of weight hanging off of the gun. So a lot of things working for you there. Other things, titanium is more durable. And this is a serialized part. This is the thing that ATF calls the silencer. The part is the tube. So it being titanium, it's just going to be more durable. You're going to get more use out of it. I mean, hopefully nothing ever happens bad. But if something did happen bad, you'd be able to recover the tube in more situations if it's made of titanium as opposed to being made of aluminum. Toolless design in disassembly. You got to see me do an Evolution. You have to have the tool here. It uses these spanner holes to remove the end cap out of the silencer. With the Ti-RANT, it has a gnarled end, and you just turn it. So no tools required. Very interesting, because when you take this out, notice what just happened. The piston housing came with the end cap. So whereas on a Evolution, or any really silencer that has an integrated booster, when the piston is gunked up and really funky, maybe you haven't cleaned it very often, and you go to take it apart, you have to drag the piston's lugs, the locking lugs that engage in the inside of the piston housing, the length of the housing. We eliminated that in the Ti-RANT because the housing unscrews with it. So you remove this as a module, even if it was really dirty, you're not dragging this whole mechanism out. Also, this is really easy to clean. Now you've got it out, you can take your time and do it right. Get all the carbon and funk. And this is really where the bullet enters the silencer, gas vents out of the vents in the piston right into this housing right here. This is also a coaxial area we use for sound reduction, but it's also where it gets very dirty. So somewhere you could clean and keep clean. Ti-RANT uses the same pistons out of the Evolution series 9mm silencer. So if you already own an Evolution and have 2 or 3 pistons, or a fixed barrel spacer, and you want to use a half 28, a half 32, a half 36, or even a metric, what would be the HK here, the metric 13.5x1 left hand, all those pistons function in the Ti-RANT, along with, like I said, the same spring for the ASAP system and the same fixed barrel spacer. So toolless design is a big deal to me, especially if you want to put it on 1 or 2 guns, not having the tool with you. Happens to even me, I get the tools here, leave them in the range bag. Any silencer design that has to have a tool. So this is interesting that it doesn't have to have a tool. Of course, what makes the Ti-RANT really, really special is it's quiet. You're talking about low 120s overall sound decibels, overall sound signature. So 226 tactical handgun, the Ti-RANT will meter overall sound signature about 122, 123, that range right there. That's going to be, obviously, I'd already said 226 handgun, Ti-RANT, and that'd be 147 grain. We use Remington 147 grain ammo. Whereas Evolution is going to be on that same handgun, that same ammo, about that 127, 128 overall sound signature, 127, 128 decibels. So you're talking about a quieter silencer, a more durable tube, toolless removal. It's easier to clean. We're going to shoot it here in a minute. But definitely a highline silencer, definitely worth all the money. It's modified K-baffle design. That's why we have smart people here at AC that really live and breathe silencers. And this is not something we stumbled into. I mean, this is something that took us trial and error, trial and error, trial and error until we got to the point where we were comfortable and hit a design that really, really worked and functioned well. And I really think we're pushing what a K-baffle will do sound suppression wise. And you get to take advantage of that in buying a Ti-RANT. So I'll shoot it. That was the skinny, and I'll shoot it here in just a minute.
Fire. 122.5.
There you go, guys. That was the skinny with Mike Mers on the Ti-RANT 9.